Why does one objection in the Senate have the power to stop a fairness bill that almost everyone agrees with? And why does a system built to serve the public seem designed to protect the people in charge?
To understand why shutdowns hit workers harder than lawmakers, you have to understand the strange mechanics of how Washington actually works. On the surface, it looks simple. Congress argues, the government runs out of funding, and everything slows down. But underneath that, there's a maze of rules, traditions, and constitutional guardrails that shape every move. One of the biggest forces at play is the Constitution itself. It protects congressional pay from being changed midterm. That rule was written to prevent political retaliation, but in a shutdown, it creates a strange imbalance. Federal workers can lose access to their paychecks overnight. Lawmakers can't, even if they want to, even if they vote to. Their pay is locked in place until the next election. That's the first pressure point. The system is built to insulate Congress, not expose it. The second pressure point is the Senate's own rulebook. Senator John Kennedy tried to move his shared sacrifice idea forward using a process called unanimous consent. It sounds harmless, but it's one of the most powerful tools in the building. If even one senator objects, the entire effort stops instantly. No vote, no debate, no negotiation. Just a full stop. And that's exactly what happened. Senator Brian Schatz objected, and the plan froze in place. Not because the idea was unpopular, not because it was unconstitutional, but because the rules allow one person to halt the entire process. That's the third pressure point. The system rewards gridlock more easily than it rewards action. While all of this was happening inside the Capitol, the real pressure was building outside it. TSA workers were still showing up without pay. Coast Guard families were visiting food banks. Border Patrol agents were working overtime with zero income coming in. The longer the shutdown lasted, the more the strain spread. Airports, ports, disaster response, national security. And yet, the people with the power to end the shutdown felt none of that pressure themselves. That's the final pressure point. When leaders don't feel the pain, there's less urgency to end it. These forces, constitutional limits, Senate rules, and real-world consequences, collide every time a shutdown hits. And together, they create a system where the people who keep the country running feel the impact first, and the people responsible for fixing it feel it last.
If this surprised you, the full story gets even more interesting. Click the related video on your screen right now or use the link below to see how Congress, Senate rules, and government shutdowns really work behind the scenes. Thank you for watching.
By the way, I always leave the link to the full story down in the description. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss this one. Thanks again.